So hello and a very good afternoon, guys. My name is Dipayan and I'm back again with another video. I had got an opportunity to ride in the highways with the CB350, but I won't say that it's a very powerful machine to enjoy the speed on the highways. But yes, if you are a kind of person who likes the relaxed ride, who is bored with the high speeds of maybe some other motorcycle, then this is the perfect bike for you guys. Zero vibrations, butter smooth, and it does give you the feel of riding a premium motorcycle. Definitely it does. A lot is going around with respect to engine oils, guys, as I hear from several people that people are confused with this particular topic, engine oil. So I just planned on making a video on it. Now what I understand is people are getting confused because there are a lot of different kinds of brands available offering different varieties of engine oils for motorcycle. So that is the reason that people are getting confused. So let me explain. I feel that it would be easier for people to choose their kind of engine oil once they get to know what exactly is required. So yes, guys, before diving into the topic, I would just like to shed some light on the grading of engine oil. Okay, in every engine oil you would find that the grade is mentioned over there, like 10W40, 15W50, like this. If it is a 15W50 engine oil, then the 15, which is before 15, that is the environmental temperature in which it could be used, the lowest temperature in which it could be used. So if you are staying in Kolkata, so say for instance, like I am staying in Kolkata, so I could definitely use the 15 grade one. I could also use 0, it doesn't matter. I could also use 10W, it still doesn't matter. And if it is a 15W50, so the 50, which comes after the W, is basically the viscosity of the engine oil, which means how thick or how thin the engine oil is. That's what viscosity denotes. So this is the more important portion of selecting the engine oil, that is the figure which is after the W. And for that you need to refer to your owner's manual, what is mentioned over there. Like in most of the Honda motorcycles, the Indian made Honda motorcycles, I don't know about the more expensive liter class ones. I only know about the ones which are Indian made and the smaller capacity Honda motorcycles. They most of them, they come with a rating of 10W30. So that's a very thin viscosity engine oil. So now the confusion begins is there is very little options for people whose motorcycle is running with a 10W30 grade engine oil, since the W30 grade engine oil is manufactured by very few engine oil brands. You would get 10W40 and 10W50 is the most common one. Nearly all the brands make 10W50 grade engine oil, and even 10W40 is available from various good brands. But 10W30 is a bit difficult to source if you want a fully synthetic reputed brand engine oil. So now the question arises, what if I switch to 10W40 or 10W50 if my bike specified engine oil is 10W30? Now see guys, initially you won't find any difference whatsoever. Everything will be the same. The performance, the fuel economy, everything is going to be the same. Yes, if you change the brand, then there could be a bit of difference in the way your bike performs, since a lot of engine oil, they advertise in their packaging as racing engine oils. To be honest guys, I don't think that is true even a bit. I don't think there is any amount of truth in that particular section. That is simply advertising. Yes, the engine oil is good, no doubt. It is never going to damage your engine, so you will not go wrong with it. But if you buy that engine oil and pour it in your engine with the thought of getting race-like performance from your motorcycle, then that will be a mistake guys. You will be disappointed. You will obviously get some amount of difference in the performance. Maybe your throttle response will get a bit more crispy. Maybe the top end will very marginally improve. But that will happen even if you change the engine oil with the one which is already in your motorcycle. Maybe you're using the stock motorcycle engine oil which came from the factory, or which got replaced in the service center. You will even get a difference in there, and that is because you have replaced the engine oil with a fresh one. It doesn't matter which one. And there is another fact over here, that if you switch from say 10W30 to 10W40, there is another factor over here to keep in mind. That is the engine oil has a duty to do inside our engine, right? So there is an oil pump inside which pushes the engine oil to the top of the engine, and then it flows to all its required places. So if the company has manufactured an engine which is supposed to run a W30 grade engine oil, then the oil pump which is supplied inside is also capable of handling and pumping out that particular grade oil. And if you pour in a thicker oil, that could be a bit of a problem. Now people have experimented, and people have gone ahead and even poured 10W50 or maybe 15W50. As I said, the initial 15, 10, 0, 20, it doesn't matter that much. It has got to do with the environmental temperature. But the one which is after the W, it matters, since it is the viscosity, the thickness of the engine oil. So people have experimented by pouring 10W50 or 15W50 instead of 10W30, which is the factory specified engine oil, and still their bike is running absolutely well, no problem whatsoever. But if you ask me, from all the experience that I have, for the last few years of riding motorcycle, and bit of maintenance here and there which I do myself. And it is from these experience that I have gathered this knowledge. Even I have tried several engine oils, several grades in my motorcycles, the motorcycles that I have been riding for this long. What I have found is, guys, I always had to come back to the stock one. That is the stock grade. It doesn't matter from where you, from which brand you buy it. But I always found one thing, that the stock grade engine oil is the best one for your motorcycle. There is no doubt about it. The way your bike performs, I would like to share a particular story over here. Like in the CBR, Honda recommends pouring 10W30 engine oil. So, you know, I'm a very big fan, you could say. I'm a very big fan of Mobil 1 engine oil. Okay. From a very early age, I liked the brand a lot. So I wanted to use their engine oil when it became available in my locality. So I went ahead and bought a can of engine oil, rather 2 cans of engine oil. Some CBR requires 1.5 liters of engine oil when changed with the engine oil filter. So, and that Mobil 1, it used to come in a grade of 10W40 rather than 10W30. So I had to go up a bit from W30 to W40. And I used the engine oil for around 10,000 kilometers. I had, you know, changed it once at around 5,000 kilometers and poured again with the same grade Mobil 1 engine oil, and again rode it for another kind of 5,000 to 6,000 kilometers. So roughly I had rode it for 10,000 kilometers, and in this 10,000 kilometers what I had noticed was the engine had definitely become a lot more smoother. There is no second thought about it. However, there was a difference in the, you know, way the bike performed. That crispy feel of the throttle was somewhat gone, was somewhat, you know, lessened, I would like to say. That feeling of, you know, instant pull of the motor was somewhat decreased, but it used to perform very well even at high speeds, no doubt about it. Since the engine oil was thicker, so it was able to take a lot more heat than the, you know, stock engine oil. A lot more rough riding could be, you know, tolerated by that particular engine oil. And since it was Mobil 1, so they are there in this oil company for a very, 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 very long time. So it did give me a very good feeling. But eventually I had to, you know, change it to stock engine oil to, you know, enjoy that crispy feel of the motor, which the CBR is very, you know, famous for. So it all boils down to one thing, guys. Rather, I would like to say 2 things. One, if you are sticking to a very good brand of engine oil, then it does not matter what grade you use, it is not going to damage your engine. Yes, there is also another fact over here, like there are a few specifications mentioned in the engine oil can, which you would notice, like JASO MA, SAE, SAE, and all these stuffs, and you would also find the same in your owner's manual of your motorcycle. So you should you know, match the two. The ones which are recommended over there, you should see whether they are there in the particular engine oil which you procure for your motorcycle. So that is also important. But generally that is not a problem, since most of the motorcycles fall under the same category, and the manufacturers of the engine oil also are very well aware of it, so they abide by those specifications and manufacture their oil. So that won't be a problem. But you need to decide yourself by using it and checking out the performance. But if you ask me that what I would like to suggest for this particular motorcycle, don't change the engine oil from the stock one. Like, this bike comes stock filled with fully synthetic engine oil manufactured by Honda, which we all know. The name of the engine oil is Throttle. It comes in a black colored plastic can. It costs somewhere around 650 rupees. So that is good enough, guys. Since this is a long stroke engine, and since the torque and bhp is generated at a very low rpm, the engine does not have to work all the way to higher rpms. So I would suggest save that extra money and buy this particular engine oil, because this comes cheaper than any other brand, which is like Mobil 1, Motul. All of them you would be finding it a bit costlier than this particular engine oil. So my advice will be save that extra money and buy petrol for your bike and go out on a ride. That is going to be a better utilization of resources, because this bike is absolutely fine with the stock engine oil. You do not need to research on engine oil and try to pour in different kind of engine oils. And yes, there is another factor to it. If you are very much concerned about the warranty of your motorcycle, yes, it is going to get void if you pour in a different brand engine oil with a different grade on it. So you should, if you're planning to do it, then you should definitely get in touch with your nearest dealer service center and ask them whether they allow this particular changeover or not. And if they don't, then I believe you do not have an option other than pouring in the company specified stock engine oil. One more tip over here: if you are switching the grade of your engine oil, then there is a particular thing which you have to do, which also incurs some amount of money over here. That is, like, see, the modern day synthetic engine oils, they run for at least 5,000 kilometers. But if you switch grades, like if your bike is running at 10W30 and if you switch it to 10W40 or 15W40, then you got to drain the engine oil, the one which you pour in, which is the 15W40. You have to drain the engine oil at 1000 to 1500 kilometers the first time, because some amount of the old grade engine oil will be present in your engine, which will get drained in the following drain of the engine oil. And then you could pour in a fresh engine oil of the 10W40 grade which you had preferred, and from that particular moment you could use it for 5,000 or 6,000 kilometers, whatever you wish to. But the first time you need to change it at 1000 to 1500 kilometers, and that's for sure. That's a thumb rule, guys. That is a thumb rule. And in both these times you need to change the oil filter as well. Every time you change the engine oil, you need to change the oil filter, except for if you had recently changed the engine oil and there is a problem inside any of the chambers, the right hand side or the left hand side, and you need to open the crankcase from the left or the right, and for that obviously you need to drain the engine oil. So only for that you do not need to change the oil filter. The old one is good enough. But apart from that, every time you change the engine oil, you need to change the oil filter. That is very important. And for people wondering, is mineral oil better than synthetic, or synthetic oils better than mineral? Well, see guys, there is basically performance differences there. Of course there is performance difference, but the difference lies more in the kilometers that you could ride a particular engine oil. In case of mineral oils, you can hardly ride them for 1500 to 2000 kilometers if it is a very good quality, reputed brand engine oil. But in case of synthetic, you could ride it for 6000, as I said. In some cases it could be 8000 as well if it is only a highway ride. Then the engine oil's deterioration level decreases, so in that case the life increases of the engine oil. But in case of mineral oil, you need to change it every 1500 to 2000 kilometers. So basically, apart from performance difference, which is marginal, this is a very big difference which you get. So I would definitely suggest go for the synthetic one, 100% synthetic one. Welcome back once more, guys. Was caught up with a very bad traffic jam just after the toll tax of a place called Dankuni over here in Kolkata, somewhere in the highways on the NH2 Delhi Road. So had to switch off the GoPro since there was no point. I was stuck in the traffic jam. Also had to, take off the jacket. Was feeling very, very hot. But yes, now back with the smooth highway, as you could see. And yes, coming back to the topic, guys, I was talking about mineral engine oils. Okay, so the thumb rule is, if you are already using synthetic engine oils, do not try to switch to mineral oil. If you're having a tight budget and you're almost done with a particular engine oil and it's time to replace the oil, it is better to ride that particular engine oil for another 1000 kilometers than to switch it to a mineral oil, because you're already running a synthetic engine oil and your engine and every components inside have got accustomed to the synthetic one. So now if you switch to mineral, there could be issues. So it's always better to stick to synthetic engine oil if you have already switched, or if your engine, like this one, comes with a synthetic engine oil from the factory. And if you're riding a smaller capacity motorcycles, which are generally pre-filled with mineral engine oil from the factory, you could carry on replacing the engine oil with mineral ones, good quality mineral ones. You could switch brands, and you could carry on using the same mineral oil of your particular grade. And definitely, if you want, you could upgrade to synthetic oils as well. No issues whatsoever. Just be a bit cautious about the grade and the certification, as I said earlier, regarding the SJ and the JASO MA2. Those are the certification. So you have to be careful about that, and you also have to be cautious about the grade. And you could definitely switch from mineral oil to synthetic oil. Another advice that I would like to give is, Do not use semi-synthetic engine oils, guys. Those are of no use. It's better to use a mineral oil if you're running tight budget, and it's always better to use a fully synthetic oil if you have that extra cash to spend on it. So no point using semi-synthetic engine oils. Either use a completely mineral oil or use a 100% synthetic engine oil. I use the company specified grade, company specified engine oil for this Honda CB350, that is the throttle 10W40. Till now I have been using that particular engine oil and I have no complaints at all. I had changed it by myself once and from then the same engine oil is still running, so no problem whatsoever. It's been more than 1200 or 1500 kilometers kind of, so I'm facing no issues with the stock engine oil, and I would definitely suggest this one to people who don't want to mess around with the engine oil grades or the engine oil brands. They just want a headache-free motorcycle that they just bought, and you could continue replacing your engine oil with the stock ones, and you're good to go. It is cheaper than the available brands out there, and at the same time it is also proofing your guarantee or warranty which the company provides on your motorcycle. So it's a safe one from both the side. Apart from that, yes, regarding synthetic engine oils, if you use the engine oil for more than 5,000 kilometer, then you got to check the level of the engine oil, whether it is at par with the specification mentioned. In case of this bike, there's a dipstick. It's a dipstick kind of level checker available. So I check it every maybe 500 or 1000 kilometer, and I have never ever till date encountered a shortfall in the engine oil level. Or if you have in your bike, not this bike of course, in some other bike maybe like the CBR, it has a glass window available, so that is basically a lot easier. You do not need to screw in, you do not need to screw out and then screw in and then again take it out and check the level. You could just tilt the bike straight from its side stand and you could check the level in the window. So if your bike has that particular option, so you could it will be easier for you to check, and you could do it maybe daily or maybe 2 to 3 days gap. In a gap of 2 to 3 days you could check it, because synthetic oils, since additives are added to it, so it has a tendency of evaporating with time. So if you run it for 5,000 kilometer or more, then it is advisable to check and top up your engine oil after 5,000 kilometer. If there is no issue with the engine, then it should be absolutely fine till 5,000 kilometer. But it's a good practice to always have an eye on the engine oil quality and level. The color of the engine oil will tell you the quality, and the level you could check it. That says a lot. The engine oil level and the engine oil quality and the engine oil color says a lot about the health of your engine. So from there also, if your bike is fairly an old bike, maybe 20 or 30,000 kilometers done already, so it's always a better practice to have an eye on the engine oil, so you could quickly get to know if there is anything wrong and rectify it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I bring this kind of content every now and then, so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I will be heading out for home now. So ride safe, guys. Have a good day ahead. Take care. Bye bye.